Welcome to part 2 of this build, where it's time to install the bezel insert. As I said, super eager for you guys to see this. This green aluminum insert is reminiscent of one of my favorite Submariners from Rolex. To celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Submariner in 2003, Rolex released its first green bezeled Submariner, and collectors began calling it Kermit. The official reference number for it is 16610LV. The LV stands for Lunette Verte, which in French means green bezel. The Kermit was produced from 2003 until 2010. Over its 7-year run, there are actually 9 versions of the bezel. Some of the variations had to do with the different kind of font they used, and some had different shades of green. The very first version, in 2003, had what's called a flat 4. Later years had the pointed 4 bezels, and the ones with the lighter green shade were often called Bertolli, presumably named for the olive oil bottle. During those years, you could simply walk into an authorized dealer and purchase one of these for about $8,000. A used one would cost you $15,000 to $16,000 now, and collectors pay top dollar for that flat 4 version. Now with the insert in the bezel, it's time to make a call. Do I go oyster bracelet style? Or maybe a NATO strap, green and black. I think that's going to look pretty good. Going with that. There are several ways to wear a NATO strap. This is how I wear mine. I put the strap on initially like this, until this part is right in about the middle of the back of the case. I got that right where I need it. So now this is how I put it on. You feed the end through this part first, cinch that tight, and then put that through the buckle. Once buckled, the end goes through these. Then that extra bit gets folded up and tucked in there. Just like that. And I'm really digging the way that looks on the wrist. I wish I could afford a collection of Rolexes. And maybe someday I will. Until then, though, I'm going to keep building watches like this one. Kind of scratch that itch.